Hello again, I'm back with a new book to share. This is my design team project for Artymaze and Tracy Fox, because I'm now part of her design team as well, which I'm delighted to say. So I've used the collaboration kit they've done together called Nature's Remedies for this book. This is also for a swap, this book, with Jackie Chimes. I love her TNs, and we agreed to do a swap, so this is what I came up with. Through the kit, even though the kit is quite muted, there is a lovely pink that runs through it all, and I had this lovely material that has a sort of watercolour effect on it, and the colours were just perfect. So I've tried to tie all of this pink in together with the wee bit of pink that's in the kit, and lots and lots of layers. So I used a doily, like a square table mat type thing, and just stitched lots of layers onto it, and I'm really delighted that because they're different tones, I really like how they came out. So this has a attached closure that goes underneath the cover and stuff, so we'll see. I'm actually in frame. So yeah, so on this one, lots and lots of lace and layers and things throughout this one. And this, like I say, this watercolour type fabric, it's an upholstery fabric or curtain fabric, I think. It works really well. So we've got a wee pocket here, and everything in here, other than the original ephemera I've used, is all from the kit, like the tags and everything. This is an original postcard from, not sure if it's dated, to be honest. You can't quite make out the date anymore. Oh no, 1913. Somebody's written a wee bit on the front as well. So I've added quite a few of these little beads just with jump rings into the lace. So I quite like how that's worked out. What I did with this one is I enclosed all the signatures in a wee bit of, I'm not sure what that is, chiffon, I think maybe. And what I did is I just took the edge round a candle round the edge so it won't fray. So I really like that effect. So yeah, so here we go. Lots of collages in here. I used quite a lot of Tracy Fox's labels in this one as well. I just love them. They're ending up on everything now. And there's lots of wee bitty lacy bits on this one where I've used lots of scraps. I don't know if it'll come up on camera, but again, I've used the little seed beads. These are in pastel colours, so they work out really well in this. I've used this lovely napkin for decoupage and then used fussy cut flowers on top to give it layers. I like how that came out again. The pink just works really well. So I've got these quite a few different vintage check stubs, and they're quite thick. I've got quite a few copies of them. They're great. So what I've done is I've used them as tip-ins throughout this book. This is the biggest one, and I've just used Tim Holtz washi tape and stickers and things for them, and some butterflies and things throughout, again stickers. Stamping and gesso as normal and stuff. I don't know if you'll see, but I've used a pink gilding wax throughout as well. It's got like a slight metallic look to it, which is quite nice. And we've got a few of the kit tabs with dangles on them as well. I'm trying to get the hang of using this Cricut machine I've got, and using the shapes I can cut out with that. I love the jigsaw puzzle. And here's another one of the check stubs. And the safety pins, not safety pins, paper clips that I've used in this are actually rusted. And I've got a tag here, and these are original tickets I've used as little tucks. I love how this paper came out. It's calligraphy practice paper, and it's really, really thin, but the tea goes lovely on it. I got bags of the stuff in the charity shop, so I'm delighted how that's come out. And there's a wee tag here, and this tag's in the kit as well. I've used in the new Tim Holtz range, there's little they look like they've been cut out of a dictionary. So what I've done is I've gone through my dictionaries and done the same thing. You just take the little image and just cut it roughly. Well, I've ripped it, and I really like that. So I've got the Tim Holtz version, but it's lovely to do with your original dictionaries as well. So this is an original check I've got, which I've put onto tracing paper because I really like the feel of that. So that's from Thurso, that's where I'm from. And that's 1924. Just a wee lace pocket there. It's got turn it upside down because I'm going to put a wee fold in it. What I've done there's 3 signatures in here, but between the signatures I've put one of the wee envelopes, which I've popped some ephemera in. I think this is a receipt I have. Yeah, it's a receipt about a wedding ring that I got from 1938, so I thought that was really nice. And that's from Edinburgh. And I've copied them onto the newsprint paper, which gives it a lovely old feeling, even though it's a copy. Again, I've wrinkled that one. Pop it in to get rid of the wrinkle. And this is lovely. This is a mother of pearl button, and it's got like a wee line down it, and it's really nice. And again, I've used some of this napkin to decoupage because the pink was really nice with it all. So this is a vintage envelope that I've attached to the page here, and all the glue sort of went away when I tea dyed the envelope. So what I did is I left it with the flaps open. I've used this with washi tape as a wee tuck. So this is the top of the letter, and that was from Inverness in the Highlands. But I live a lot further north than Inverness. People think Inverness is as far as you can go in Scotland. It isn't. You can go a lot further. So this is vintage paper from a science book, a jotter from someone that did science in Glasgow University in the 1920s, I think the books are from. So it's lovely and aged. These are the pages from the kit, and I've just made them really small. I couldn't tell you exactly how big I've made them because I do everything on my iPad, and I can't, when I make pages of a kit smaller, I literally have to do it manually. So that's why my pages all end up different sizes, because but I love it. I like the look it gives me, so I don't mind. Again, another one of these Thurso Bank checks, and that's an original wee ticket there. And I've just put, again, I keep every scrap of lace, so no matter how small it is, because they make up these lovely little clusters later on. Another one, this is my favourite wee tab. It's got a wee butterfly on it, a little yellow butterfly. It's so cute. I've used the same beads from the same old necklace throughout this book, so they all match. There was either little green beads or little pink ones, so they're used throughout. It's a wee bit of vintage ledger. This was a bit I ripped off, obviously making a bit smaller, but I didn't want to bin it, so it fits perfectly in that wee pocket. And another wee bank, the wee check stub used into a flip. I love how it's naturally aged round where the rusty, what do you call them? Not paper clips, staples had rusted through the paper. It's really nice. And another wee, again, this is my Cricut machine. It's the frames, fancy frames or something, little cartridge you put in, and you get some lovely bits and pieces with it, so I must use that more. And on all the threads I've got beads off the same necklace. I just love this kit, it's lovely. So this purples and pinks is what I've brought it all together with. This was a wee collage I was playing with, and I ended up quite liking it, so I popped it in it was the top of I think it was packaging, and it had the eyelet in the top, so I quite like how it turned up. Again, this is how I've used bits of old dictionaries, and this is a wee envelope from the kit. Oops, did I put anything in it? No, I must remember to do that. But I did that in my last book, said I must remember to put something in. I've sent a book off with 2 empty envelopes, I think. Must write myself notes. So I put the long tag in the long pocket in there. Again, I love how the wee butterfly sticks out, and again, more of these lovely labels. Another one of these wee check stubs, which again, I love this one because it's blue. It's got this nice blue bit in it, and that's from 1919. Another wee envelope here. What did I put in there? Oh, I put the tickets from the kit in there, which are just lovely. I like leaving them, I quite like leaving them together, so you could actually write on the back of them. So I thought they were lovely to just pop in the envelope. And we've got another, this is a tea card that comes with the kit, which I've just used as a wee tuck, and that's one of the little journaling cards. So I've just made that into a wee tuck there. And again, this is some sari and some vintage crochet on top. And again, there's lots of little pastel seed pearls in there, but I'm not sure you'll see them. So we've got another 2 vintage tickets I've got in there. I can't believe the colour worked so well. And another wee collage on there, because I find the straight edge of the tabs bothers me, so I have to put a little collage to break it up. Another wee tuck here. And this is another vintage envelope that I just put in with the washi tape. And what did I put in this one? Oh, this is, I have these beautiful old books that I can't photocopy them because from what I can find online they are still in copyright, but because this is a swap and I'm not selling this book, I have copied one of the beautiful images from it. I keep meaning to email the publisher. It's, oh, I can't remember, but it's the Girls' Own Paper. They were done in the 1800s, but from what I can see online, a publisher in Leeds, I think, still has the rights to all the images in these old books. So I keep meaning to email them and double check, because I would love to be able to make these smaller and use them regularly in my books, because I'm still not at the stage I can rip the book up. But it's lovely that when I'm not selling a book, I can pop some images in. And again, another wee collage here. Just love this kit, it's so pretty. Definitely be using it again. And this is, it's sort of as close as I can get these, what do you call it, the little vintage slides. I can cut out this shape with my Cricut. So I've been cutting a few out to use it like these slides, and that's as far as I've got so far. This is a vintage little bag I got. I got a few of them. I'm not entirely sure where I got them, but they're lovely, and I've got a tag in there. That's from an Artymaze kit, that tag. And again, I've used an image from that lovely old book there. I printed them onto tea-dyed paper and they came out lovely, but my printer really didn't like it. I managed to get this one and the other one done, I think one other, and then I had to clean the printer heads and it wasn't happy, so I won't be doing that again. So again, plenty of room to write in here. I like leaving a few pages. Another wee tuck there. And that's another one of these wee check stubs. And another frame from, and that's my wee stamp. I've started trying to remember to sign it as well. But it's my little embossed stamp that I put in my books. And another wee bit here. And another wee tuck there. And I used one of the frames, and that's the tea card from the kit. And just made a wee sort of tuck card there. Also, when you're cutting out with the Cricut, all the lovely shapes that you get from the cutting, I just put them all together on a bulb pin. Thought they were kind of cute as a wee tag, because they're the kind of thing you sort of want to think of something to do with them, because you don't want to get rid of them because they're really cute. And that just fits in there. And that's the other wee bit of chiffon. And in the back pocket here, we've got the postcard from the kit, which I just put some labels on and tea-dyed it. And this is, this was the other thing I printed straight onto tea-dyed paper. This is a student's book from 18 something that my father-in-law has. He collects all sorts of things, and he let me scan some of the pages out of it. And the books are so well preserved that when you print them onto normal paper, they don't look old. They don't, you know, I'm going to have to try printing them on some newsprint and see if I can age them that way. But they don't look old at all. But the script is just lovely, and the writing is just so neat. But it's really difficult to make them look aged because the books are so well preserved. He's looked after them so well. But there's all sorts of things like science and sort of ledgers that you would keep if you ran a business. And so I'm going to have to go through the scans that I took and work out another way of aging them because the writing is just so lovely. But I've put, that was done on tea-dyed paper before I killed my printer. And so the front and the back has a similar sort of bit of lace, so you get the two bits sticking out like that. So yeah, lots of ums today, sorry. I think this is my about 5th attempt at a video, so delighted to nearly get to the end. I can even show again. You become so aware of it once you start. So what I've done is, like I said before, lots of layers. I ended up with this gap here. Once I'd put this cover on, I think it's because I didn't get it quite as far over as I wanted to. I ended up with this gap here. So stitched this in and to sort of fill it in. So happy accident again, but really like how it broke up the cream. So I've ended up with a sort of lighter bit, the cream, and then the lighter bit at the back. So happy accident. I really think it finishes it off nice. Let's see, so on the front, this is an image from the kit, which this is a Tim Holtz frame that I put, I think, some washi tape, some washi stickers, a little bit of the modelling paste, gesso, some ink. I just played with layering it up, so I like how it turned out. And this is a little bit of tulle with, this is a wee flower that's made of fabric, but these are the Tim Holtz roses, which I just left cream because they worked really nice like that, and just the one pink one. And this is one of the little Tim Holtz clips, the new ones, which are just lovely. Definitely have to get myself more of them. And I've used some vintage buttons. Most of them, yeah, there's a few that are shell. You can always tell the shell ones because they're cold. So yeah, quite a few of them are shell, but they're all vintage. And I just sort of put them on the spine and a wee bit of slow stitching through with the blue to tie the blue in that's in the fabric. So I think that's everything with that. So hopefully Jackie will like that one. And moving on to my next book, which hopefully I will get done over the next few days. I had started it a few days ago, so I'm slowly getting there. It's another ring bound one because the lady doesn't want too many. She doesn't need it for journaling, so I'm going to have a play with small book covers again and layer it up with some rings and see how I get on. So I might be back with that, or I might be back with something completely different because it didn't work. So we'll wait and see. But thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Bye.